party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, bro, this party is sick. Dude, this party has like 5 different kinds of nachos. Whoa, that's off the hook crazy. 5 different nachos. 5 different nachos. 5 different nachos. 5 different nachos. Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, everybody, won't you party with me now? Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me? Do. Last train to Awesome Town. The roof is on fire, gonna burn it to the ground. Yeah. Last train to Awesome Town. Come on, won't you party with me? Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. Party with me. 5 different nachos.
All right, you are listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on this lovely Tuesday. Very nice and not sunny at all Tuesday.
Well, it kind of was.
Kind
Been
of
pretty rainy recently.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm Caleb and Rachel.
Hello.
Is over there.
That's
Hi.
Rachel. I am Jake.
And that's
Hello.
Jake.
Hi,
And-
Jake.
Hi.
Wow. Okay. So what we're gonna talk about in today's show, we got we had to scrounge up some news, and
Yeah.
Rachel obliged with even more information, so we could. But okay,
I am
so
the information seeker.
yes, indeed. So we're gonna talk about the N64. We'll have your nerd vocab. We're gonna talk about PlayStation Home. We'll talk about some DLC, and then we got some Hyrule Warriors
Legend
stuff.
of Korra and this day in nerd history as well.
Yes, indeed. All right here on the Nerd Edification Hour. So, Rachel, what do we got up first on the chopping block?
On the chopping block.
On the
are
chopping
we,
block.
Are we murdering things?
No.
Well, I mean, in this game, you could actually use that as a reference, since Lord of the Rings is kind of violent. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, what is it, Shadow of Mordor or
Yes,
something like that?
Lord of the Rings: Shadows of Mordor, or Middle Earth: Shadows of Mordor, came out today. Actually,
Today.
it came out on the PS4 and the Xbox One. It might have came out on the current gen consoles
It's on PC, I know that.
as well. I mean, and by current gen, I mean PS3 and Xbox 360. Are you excited that it's on PC,
Okay,
Jake?
I'm a huge Lord of the Rings / The Hobbit fan.
Yeah.
But I don't really know that much about this game besides the Nemesis system
Okay,
and whatnot.
so basically, it's kind of got this Assassin's Creed feel.
I saw
Like,
that.
it
It
uses
sort of
the
looks like he
same
plays
ropes
Aragorn.
and everything.
Maybe.
Yeah,
You climb on
and-
the exact same ropes. That's funny.
And did you ever play Beyond Middle Earth or War in the North or anything like that?
No.
It's basically the same Duladin guy from those games. Am I saying that correctly?
I don't know.
Okay,
I haven't
I
the
couldn't tell you.
slightest
Okay,
idea.
if there's any Tolkienologists out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's the same kind of race or family sort of thing that Aragorn is from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so not Gondor.
No,
So-
not really Gondor. He's the heir to the throne of Gondor, but what actually he is a Duladin.
All right.
He's not quite human, but not quite like immortal like an elf. He has a longer lifespan than a normal human and can take more.
Like most people in Middle Earth.
Yeah, pretty much. You can take a lot
Gotcha,
more,
I
though.
understand.
He can take a lot more. So basically, you play as one of these Duladin folks, and his family gets murdered. And,
no.
Yeah, and all this stuff happens, and he ends up being able to go into that other plane that Frodo and Bilbo were able to go into when they put on the ring.
He meets up with one of the makers of the rings, like
Yeah.
the original rings or something.
Yeah.
He's like a wraith or something like
Yeah,
that.
there's
ring
some.
wraith.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of the 9 kings.
So
Yes.
he gets the powers of the ring wraith, but he's not actually a wraith.
Okay.
He uses the I don't even
The
know his
powers
name.
to
Like they're pretty much like 2 souls in one body kind of deal. That's
Yeah.
kind of what it is.
and he uses his abilities to get revenge on the people who killed his wife and son.
And he uses things like mind control and
Yeah, you get
Ring wraiths can do that?
teleports and stuff like that.
yeah, it's very.
Yeah.
You'd probably actually really like it. It's got like skill.
I'd like to watch
trees
it just
and
for the
stuff like
story,
that.
if nothing
it's
else.
It's a very great story from what I
Well,
hear.
maybe I'll
Sounds like
play
it.
it on PC one day when I get enough money.
Yeah,
do a
you could
Let's
probably
Play of
pick it
it.
up on Steam right now. I'd say.
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
where
it's
they
on
released
Steam.
it.
It was available for pre-sales and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
So, but it looks like a good game, and once again, that did come out today, and I haven't heard anything bad about it yet, which is good.
Yeah. Generally, if you don't hear anything too good or too bad about it, then it's pretty okay.
Then it's
I
great.
guess.
I mean, it's
perfect.
Lord of the Rings, and believe it or not, Lord of the Rings games are kind of a niche market because normally they are pretty strategy based, like War in the North and Battle for Middle Earth.
Well, you do
were-
have to strategize. You have to say, okay,
No, I mean
who
like
am I going to go
literally,
after?
like no, I mean like they were literal strategy games. Like
Oh,
pick
okay.
your
They're probably
which part of the battalion will go out. And
they're also
whatnot.
probably very lore heavy,
yes,
which might be sort of daunting
yes,
to new people.
unless you adore every part of the lore surrounded that Middle Earth is in, it can get pretty complicated. But people like those kind of games.
I do know there is a season pass kind of DLC thing where you get to fight Sauron.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
part of the DLC.
It's it's kind of funny.
Which Sauron?
The Lord
The
of
Knight
Darkness
Sauron,
one.
or you
No,
fight an eye?
pre
Type Sauron?
pre. I think it's post I go gaga because I got the ring, really
Okay.
powerful
So
ring.
before he forges
but,
the one
but
ring.
no, it's when he has it. I think.
Oh, you're not
Yeah.
going to beat him though.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but
Well, he was beaten with the ring
it's-
before, so
yeah, it's pre Frodo and pre Bilbo,
Gotcha.
but post
Smeagol.
post post no ring at all.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I
That's my
understand.
prediction anyway. They haven't really given.
They've already
a lot of
forged
info.
all of the rings, and that's what this is about.
I think so. Yeah.
Precious.
Oh, and there's Caleb with his Gollum impression.
Is it? I don't know. People seem to.
It's
like
pretty
it.
good. It's
Yeah.
pretty
No, it's
good.
okay.
No, I like it. I just was surprised that
You're
you did
surprised.
it on the air.
Well,
Also
every now and
coming
then.
out this week, and I'm preparing for Caleb to start screaming and his head to pop off and spin around in circles. Now he sounds like the person from The Grudge. So pardon him, people.
The
but,
Grudge
I'm gonna
itself.
turn my mic down. Hold on. I'm just-
Yeah. So Smash Bros.
Yes.
on the 3DS
Woohoo!
comes out on
It's
Friday,
a Friday.
October
Okay.
3rd.
I think I'm done. Whew.
Yeah, he did a little sing-songy bit there. It
I
was,
felt like, sorry,
Oh, go ahead.
I felt like that was really smart of them to release that first before the Wii U version, because everyone's all hyped up. They're probably going to buy it just to
Hey,
tie
train,
them over
hey,
until the
train,
main game
hey,
comes out.
Train. Hey, train.
Like
Sorry.
Caleb.
Yeah, pretty much that's what's going to happen. No, but like I think also it's a smart business move on their part since they'll have something to play.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll also, if they want to really play Super Smash Brothers, they're also going to buy the 3DS to play it
What do
if
you
they
mean?
don't have it already.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well-
this is going to be one of those games that sells 3DSs,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well,
especially
I mean,
since there's a bundle available.
if they wanted to get a little bit more time to bug it, to debug or whatever the Wii U console version, or to make the copies, having the 3DS version come out beforehand is kind of like, well, here's this. You can have this for till the big one comes
And they're
along.
also going to be able, with the 3DS functionality, if there's any online sort of tournament play or something like that, they'll be able to more accurately test the servers
Is
that
it-
way.
The same movesets as everything.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
okay.
Everything except for the stages will pretty much be the same, except for maybe one or two stages, kind of like.
They're probably going
Yeah.
to be altered a little bit to run smoothly on the portable console as opposed
Yeah.
to on the Wii U. But yeah, so it'll give them a good test and idea of how much traffic the servers will get.
Smash hype.
And so it'll be
Smash.
easier and better when the Wii U one comes out. And Caleb over here is beside himself with
Smash
excitement
hype, no.
since not.
Smash hype. No.
But now, like, not only does he have a 3DS, but he has a Wii U as well. So that's all he's going to be playing, guys.
You actually had the demo, and you've been playing that.
Expect not to see him for several days.
I'll go into
He
hiding.
won't be on the
probably.
show.
No, he's going to leave Jake and myself.
I'll probably be on the
To
show. I'll
ourselves.
just be here like, hold
No.
on, hold
Yeah,
on.
and Kyle,
Maybe-
too.
Kyle will take your
Kyle.
place.
Yeah, we'll put Kyle behind the main microphone.
He's making
Kyle's
a
just
face.
over there like, okay. Or maybe not. He might be scowling. I can't tell. Oh, no, he's hiding now.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
We love you,
Well,
Kyle.
And speaking about Smash Brothers, Smash Hype Dough, we
Smash
have
Hype Dough.
the Smash Brothers Brawl main theme, the
Oh,
song we're going to play because that was the countdown.
Yes.
Played the first two, and then here's the third one. So you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio, and that's Smash Hype Dough.
And we are back on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. My name is Rachel, and I have with me my good friends Caleb
I have heard that intro so many times I have it memorized.
and Jake.
I'm her other good friend. Hello.
Yeah, way to interrupt me. But yeah, so up now we have our nerd vocab.
All right.
And Jay,
Oh no! What?
what is our nerd vocab today?
The nerd vocab for today is hipster.
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 Hipster. Is that like...
What is it, Caleb?
Oh, a hipster is a person who follows the latest trends and fashions, or
not.
not. there's like, I don't know. There's
It's very vague.
it is a little vague.
It's-
That was the definition I found though. So
Okay.
It's
You
pretty
know.
vague. Examples of a hipster.
Was that Wikipedia, Urban Dictionary?
it was what was on the
I bet
Googles.
I bet the Urban Dictionary one is inappropriate.
Okay.
I bet it is.
Probably.
But
So-
yeah.
So what a hipster is somebody like Rachel said during the break is someone who wears boots with dresses,
Yeah. Like
And-
unless you're going to a barn dance, that's not okay.
or if you really want a personal example,
All right.
right there.
They
the
pointed this out
guy-
earlier. I'm wearing the people who are listening in but not watching the video. They can't tell. I'm wearing a turtleneck today. They're calling me a hipster.
No,
and you have
very-
a single strap.
It's inappropriate.
a single strap
backpack.
backpack.
I have a unistrap backpack.
and his
That doesn't make me a
glasses.
hipster.
Yes, it does. It quite does. I'm sorry to say that it does. It kind of does.
No.
I have it here actually.
Yeah, if he wants to show it. Yeah,
Ta-da.
it's being a hipster is classified as like a subculture, I'd say. They're typically in their
Like-
20s and 30s.
Like,
I'm
I was-
literally
Whatever.
I
I'm
was using
literally
digital cameras before they were a thing.
Oh, no.
Just kinda-
Okay,
no?
it's the type of people that aren't professional photographers that use older cameras just because they think it's cool.
People who wear glasses but don't need glasses.
Exactly.
I need glasses. That's why I wear my glasses.
That's a hipster. So,
Stop it.
So now you know what a
The-
hipster is.
The greatest concentration of hipsters can be found living in Williamsburg
Boston.
and New York and San Francisco. Hipsterism is a state of mind.
So
as
I wonder
they say.
why those are the greatest. Because I don't know, big
I have
cities.
So north.
There's a lot of parks. A lot of parks.
Oh, yeah,
I think hipsters really, really like
And a
parks.
wild, as you can
Lounges.
see, this wild hipster is going towards the park to do his, do that.
Steve Irwin.
Oh, too soon.
Too soon.
Everyone was getting all upset about Robin Williams. I was more upset about Steve Irwin.
Wow.
Well, I'm just upset about both of them, even though Steve Irwin died many years ago. But yeah,
Too soon.
still too soon.
Sorry.
But yeah, in kind of in relation to hipster, PlayStation Home is going to be shutting down come March 31st
Now-
of 2015.
Can you explain what PlayStation Home is? Because-
PlayStation Home has been around since December 2008. It was pretty much it's a social gaming platform. It's like the social equivalent to an MMO, except for instead of being like in a main town, you're in like a lobby, and then your quests and adventures and stuff like that are mini games.
So a console version of Second Life.
Pretty much, yeah.
There
It was
you go.
meant to be a Second Life for PlayStation fans. Basically, this is kind of what I think of if Facebook really got its talons into
the Oculus Rift.
the
is that-
Oculus Rift. It would be they would probably try something like this. But
Be social with people across the
basically,
world.
it,
Virtual reality.
it
like-
turned into a glorified chat room and was overloaded with microtransactions, which made it really hard for core PlayStation fans to get into it. It basically, like I said, glorified chat room,
Trolls and all.
guys hitting on virtual girls who more often than not would
Were
probably
actually
turn out to
guys.
be guys in real life. Yeah.
I'm having flashbacks to Sword Art right now.
people
Oh, yeah.
yeah, in addition,
You're not 18. You're not a girl.
What is this avatar, huh?
and what else? People having wild dance parties in the middle of somebody else's conversation, like two in-game or in PlayStation Home characters, personas, avatars would be talking to each other. Then everybody would run up and flash mob them.
Wow.
That's pretty much what it was. And so basically it was trolls trolling trolls.
Trolling trolls.
Trolls troll the trolls, and it's trollception. Troll.
But in any case, like I said, it's going to be shut down completely starting on March 31st. Now, new content is going to stop on November 3rd, and 2 days before Christmas, you're not going to be able to download anything new.
Right.
So,
But some of the stuff will be free or something like that.
yes, in
Like,
between
stuff will be
November
free.
3rd and December 23rd, Sony's going to be giving away all sorts of free stuff on PlayStation Home. Now, however, you'll only be able to access that free stuff up until March 31st. And this is going to be a good move for Sony because it's going to give them more bandwidth and more room on their servers to do
Yeah, that's a
better
good
things
thing.
with it. Like improve the online experience of the PS4, which is good in its own right, but they need to get on Microsoft level now. So that's what
So, yeah.
probably they're attempting to do.
And if
Smart
you-
business move, honestly.
And if you're devastated by this news, then you might want to go outside for a
Get
while
over
and
it.
rethink your life.
Yeah, well, pretty much.
It's,
It's
pretty
not
much,
even an MMO.
Well, PlayStation Home was really it became like a niche market, which is the marketing equivalent of a hipster.
Ta-da!
There we go.
I didn't even plan it that way.
So I do admit I did try out PlayStation Home once, and it was a nightmare.
Only once, I swear.
Only
It
once.
was a nightmare. Like I got on there and I had no idea what to do,
Oh.
and people were just
I'm so
trolling
sorry.
everybody, and I was like, okay, this is terrible.
This
Go to
is
the store and buy
nice.
some clothes.
I had a flashback back to my middle school days of being on IMVU. And then I was devastated at the similarities, and I ran away very, very fast. So that's what that is.
So there you go. And next up, what are we going to talk about? I
we
forget.
are going to talk about, well,
A boot.
this day in nerd history
Oh, yes.
and the N64.
Ta-da!
Some old school stuff.
So, yeah. All right. The
We're
song
kicking it back old school.
is Me, You, and Pikachu, which is by the same people who actually make our little opening theme song.
Caleb, we need to
Paragraph.
talk about some different songs.
Okay.
You got one of my
Yeah.
songs, right?
Yeah, I got
All right, good.
I got some new songs in here. Don't worry. So,
Yeah. We're about in the next few weeks, I think we're going to start kicking up the variety.
Oh,
I would like that.
You make it sound so easy, but okay.
New intro theme. Huh?
All right. So you were listening to Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
as ash was turned to stone. But the tears flowed down onto the rock and set him free again. Me and you and Pikachu fought the war, fought the war. Me and you and Pikachu fought the war. Me and you and Pikachu fought the war, fought the war. Me and you and Pikachu fought the war, fought the war, fought the war.
Welcome back to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I'm Jake.
No, you're
I
not.
am Rachel, and Caleb is
Hi.
over there.
Hi, I'm here too.
Yep.
Hello. Smash hype dough.
He's continually like all hyped for this game.
I'm ready for it.
Okay, so what is this day in nerd history? Caleb?
Today, in the history of the stories of Pokemon Red and Blue were released onto the Game Boy world in 1998, or released in North America.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, technically, it was released yesterday.
Well, you know,
Midnight release.
No, it was like released yesterday, as in the 28th.
well, it was
not the
yesterday,
29th.
but so.
Oh.
in
But we weren't
yesterday's
here,
history,
so we weren't here, so it kind of counts, I guess. Yeah, but we, like
We
I
weren't
said,
here in the studio. We
No.
were alive at this time. We were just
Exactly.
Yeah.
we weren't here Monday.
I don't
Yeah.
know. So whatever, it's technicality. It's important though.
It is important.
It's important to know.
important because everyone loved Red and Blue. It was a very
It's like, what is this? What's the Pokemans? I've never heard of that. What is that?
What do you like to play? Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Sounds so stupid.
We didn't get a copy of Green though, in the
No.
original in its original form. We didn't. However,
I wouldn't want green in its original
when
form,
Pokemon
honestly.
Fire Red and Leaf Green Green were released here, which is their respective remakes, except for Blue. They didn't give us Blue.
They didn't give us ocean
What would they
blue,
do? Ocean Blue, Sea Blue,
water blue,
Sapphire.
Water Blue, Lake Blue.
lake blue.
Baby blue.
I don't know. I
Sky
don't know what they
blue.
would
No,
have called it.
There's fire red, then there's leaf,
Leaf
green.
green.
So I guess they would go like ocean blue
or
like that.
something.
Bubble
Yeah.
blue.
Bubble
Bubble
Blue.
Bubble blue.
Bubble blue.
Bubble blue.
That sounds like a gum flavor or something like that.
Oh, it turns your teeth blue. Oh,
yeah.
oh.
And
You ever
then
had
your,
one of those,
then your entire body.
You ever
Like
had those trick
Willy Wonka.
candies where you think it's just regular candy, but it actually changes your mouth black?
Yes, I've heard about
Hate those
those,
things.
and those are terrible. Yes. Well, what if there was a Pokemon that was called like Bubble Bloom or something?
Bubble
Because that's the first thing
Sounds like
that
an
I
attack,
thought when
though.
you said it. Or, yeah. Oh, it's like a flower Pokemon or like some underwater plant Pokemon. and
Magikarp.
They have a
There's-
thing that says Bubble Bloom. Bubble Bloom. And bubbles get out everything from it. Oh, wow. Okay, Nintendo, are you taking notes?
Take notes,
I hope you
Nintendo.
are, because that was a really weird suggestion.
That's
but
copyright.
it's
That's patented.
You're gonna have to
Don't
pay me
use
for that. Yeah, no,
The
I'll be
show's
watching.
canceled
If-
because
I'll be
copyright.
keeping
no.
track.
If they do, they better pay me.
Hey,
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get paid. Be
I'm
laughing
just
all the way to
saying.
the bank. Don't try anything funny.
I'll be watching Nintendo. I'll be watching.
Always watching.
Always watching.
Oh, I would do my impression of her on the air, but
the
I
air.
fear it would be too loud.
Internet.
and
It might be too
It
loud.
might scare
Forever.
people. Yeah, it'll be on the internet forever, and maybe another day. All right.
So what's the next topic since we've got on a
The Nintendo 64
yes?
is 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
It now has the right to vote.
And smoke. and smoke.
Well,
apparently.
and buy
Can't drink
cigarettes legally.
And the lottery.
Lottery.
yeah, lottery tickets, yep.
So remember to take your
Slot
Nintendo
machine.
64 out to go get its
Yeah, make sure it puts in
lottery
its
too.
vote. It was released in 96 and discontinued in 2003. It is the best-selling game for it was Super Mario 64. And
No
it's-
surprise.
And it sold about 12 million copies, roughly.
You mean the best-selling game on there wasn't Hey You Pikachu?
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
No.
well,
And didn't that have like a microphone peripheral?
yes.
Yeah, that's probably why it didn't sell as well.
Yeah. Well,
Because-
it came with it, so.
Well, I mean, like, that was one of those things, dare I say, niche market. So if people
Everyone
weren't,
wants to talk to Pikachu. I
if
don't know
people
what you're
weren't into
talking
that
about.
kind of thing, then they didn't buy it. They wanted Mario games
Mario.
all the
I
time.
All
want
the
to talk
time.
to Pikachu.
Yeah, they had their Game Boys and whatnot to play Pokemon on.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
you
like
know,
second-class
Well,
citizens.
I know.
You guys go play on your portable games.
I'll go play on my
I mean,
top
what was the other
60
thing they had?
frames
What
per
was
second
like
PC.
what was the
GoldenEye?
game? No, the game on it was it on N64 where you? Okay, there was Pokemon Coliseum,
Yeah,
and there was the one where you took the pictures of the Pokemon.
Pokemon Snap.
Pokemon Snap.
That everybody wants a second one of.
I liked Pokemon,
Pokemon
Snap.
Rumble.
Yeah.
That wasn't out then. Pokemon
know, I'm
Rumble
just-
wasn't out then.
Yeah.
Coming up with.
And well, worldwide, the N64 sold about, or not really sold, but they shipped out 33 million.
Cool. Good job.
That is a lot of game consoles.
So they shipped out, but they didn't sell that many. So
No,
there's
by,
like a
by
black
shipped out they
market
mean
of-
shipped out and sold.
Ah, okay.
So that's how many they shipped worldwide
It's like a
to be sold.
Black market of N64s.
No.
Delivered,
Well,
returned.
no, there probably is.
Got my refund.
Yeah. Well, it's more like they shipped them out to be sold. Did all of them get sold? Probably.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
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 So there you go. Have a little, birthday cake for your Nintendo 64.
Hey, have your
Dude,
cake.
no.
Eat it too.
Don't put the cake in the N64. We don't want a PB&J in the VCR situation here.
Well, you can just blow on it and then work again.
Birthday
so-
cake.
You
blow
did
out
not
the candle.
just make that joke.
blow the cartridge.
You did.
Clean it out. The dust.
And then it's like,
Make a
oh,
wish.
Don't
it
you
works
miss the
now.
days where all it required was a simple breath to fix something?
Now you got to get.
Now you have
Windex.
to, yeah, or get it sent back out to the company,
What?
and then they send you a new one,
Yeah.
or you have to open up yourself if you want to do that, and if you are well versed in computers and whatnot, and can take out the laser eye and replace it with a new laser.
You could just use digital downloads instead. Not have
Yeah,
to do
you
that.
could, but then
But then you wouldn't have the box, and what fun is that?
Yeah.
Right.
I like a hard copy.
yeah.
Digital copies, like, oh no, my hard drive's full. I
It
have to
really
delete
depends. I mean, I understand the the point of digital games, because what if people don't want to use that much space in their house?
What if the disc gets broken?
Right.
These things happen.
There are
what I
advantages
think
and
you should be
disadvantages.
what I think you should be able to do is when you get a disc copy, it should have an automatic digital backup.
There you go. They do that with movies.
That'd be
sometimes
nice.
on
They do that
Blu-rays.
with Blu-rays. They do it.
It's nice. I like it.
And I wish that somebody would get on that with
Well,
actual
maybe we
physical
should start a
games.
petition.
Sony.
We should do
Sony.
a Kickstarter.
Feature.
Sony.
Which
It's
is-
an idea for you, Sony.
We should start a
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter.
Why would we raise money for them to do something?
I don't know. Because everybody's kickstarting things now. I just figured, you know.
Which can go horribly wrong,
Which
as we
can.
found.
Oh yeah, let's burn some webcomics.
Why don't we make potato salad?
Let's burn some webcomics.
There's a guy.
Does that even make sense?
It
Well,
actually
he had
does
a
if you want
webcomic.
to burn it onto a
Okay.
disc. Makes
Kickstarter
sense.
got a whole bunch of them printed.
Okay.
Sent a few of them out, burned the rest.
That is
Uh-huh.
the
Moving
most
on.
terrible thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it for that.
Yep.
Right. We'll take another break and
Well, we gotta tell him what's coming up next.
Yes. What's
Got to
going
keep
up next?
him on the edge.
Yeah.
On the edge of your seat.
What's coming up next is Hyrule Warriors.
Woohoo! Hyrule Warriors hype though. Okay.
Yes.
I played that.
Incredibly
That was a lot of fun.
hyped.
Yeah, me and Jake are going to talk about it. And the next song is Everybody Up. And I can't remember.
Everybody.
Oh, Everybody Up. That's
Everybody
by my best friend Maggie's family's band, The Real Hooks.
Everybody
Okay,
up.
there
Oh, it's
we
a
go.
local
check it-
band.
Yes, they're
Hey,
from
check it
Pensacola.
out.
They're from Pensacola.
All right.
If you want a CD, Jake,
Everybody
I
up.
have one. So, yeah.
All right. Well, you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
Let's go! I'll be the first to admit I don't fit. No one's more surprised than me. That I'd be the one to instigate the fun at the party of the century. I always peeked around the corner and watched the pecking order, dreaming of the day I would be. And now I'm standing on the border, part of the new order. The 1% has nothing on me. Everybody up. Everybody up. Stars are meant to shine, but all clear as tonight. Everybody up. Ooh, I work my way upstairs to breathe in some fresh air. Just need some time to clear my head. But then your eyes met mine. Right then I changed my mind and grabbed you by the hand instead. I'm not one who busts a move, but tonight I'm cutting loose. I've never felt this good before. We're gonna keep the body rocking till all the cops come knocking. So get your body up on the floor. Everybody up. Everybody up. Stars are meant to shine, all clear as tonight. Everybody up. Ooh. Everybody up until this moment. Didn't even recognize me. Until this golden moment. Come on, baby, dance with me. Come on, baby, dance with me.
Stars are meant to shine, but all clear as tonight.
Everybody up. Ooh. Everybody up. Everybody up.
All right, welcome back to the Nerd Edification Hour, where we have all the hypes. We're on the hype train, the Smash hype train, the Hyrule Warriors hype train, which, I guess is kind of over since it's out, but I'm still actually, I like playing it. It's fun. I have Rachel here,
Yes.
who has yet to play Hyrule Warriors, which I'm kind of sad for.
Well, I
Play
will
it. It's
when
fun.
I get the time.
Yeah,
I'll
the
show
time.
up at your house, Caleb, with a bag of popcorn and a big box of soda, and we will play it.
She's been so busy recently. It's
I
not
have
even
been
funny.
too.
Yeah,
It's-
that's all I
yeah.
do is work,
I
guys.
understand. And then we have
but
Jake.
soon.
That's me. Hello.
All right.
What
so
about me?
If you don't, if
We love you, Jake.
I love you guys too.
Yes. Oh, I feel love. So if you haven't heard, Hyrule Warriors came out Friday, and I've pretty much been playing it all weekend, and any of the free time I have is probably spent playing it right now because it's not a lot of free time, but it's just so fun. Like the whole thing is slashing through hundreds and upon thousands of enemies like butter with a hot knife. It's amazing. Jake knows what I'm talking about. Jake,
Yes, we were
All right.
playing it.
Jake has never played a Dynasty Warriors or a Hyrule or Legend of Zelda game,
Never.
but he had fun from
I had
what
a lot
he
of
tells
fun.
me.
So
He played
you
as
say that
Midna.
says something about the game. That if I've never played the Dynasty or the Legend of Zelda, and I like that game.
And you can just go jump into it, and you're having fun. I'm just saying it's not just for Dynasty Warriors or Legend of Zelda fans.
That's
it's-
actually when I'm sorry. You go ahead.
When I watched the playthrough on your channel, Caleb, it was a lot of your strategies, and it is kind of strategic based. Depending on which way you go and who you help determines your bonuses at the end and how many rupees you get and what your final score is, and might also determine how many unlockables you get as well.
Right.
A lot of your decisions were probably the exact opposite of what I would have done. So that was really an interesting difference that I kind of put into my head there. So
Well, you have to take keeps, and when you get keeps, you get more soldiers, and then you have to take outposts, and if you don't, then enemy minions will spawn from those outposts and invade your keeps, and then that's
and
just
well,
not
the
good.
outposts also I noticed are generally inside, or a lot of them are inside the keeps. So
Well, yeah, there's four technical outposts inside the keeps, but the ones on the outside.
then there's one on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are
'Cause,
points. There are points you have to defend, and you go in there and you defeat a bunch of enemies, and you have to defeat a keep boss
Yes,
in order
a
to take
keep-
it, and you have
yeah,
to defend that. Then
You have
like
to.
Dodongo.
No,
Dodongo.
Dodongo
Well,
is
that
a
was
giant
an area
boss.
that was
was a-
able
yeah.
to that was attached to a lot of the keeps, depending on how you
King
battle
King
them.
Dodongo comes in, like, there are giant bosses that come in and they just ruin your day unless you beat them. Like,
If you stand close enough and throw the bombs into his mouth.
the Wii
I
U's
wasn't.
graphics.
Yes, I wasn't quite close enough, on my first attempt. But
I was playing with you this weekend. The
Uh-huh.
Wii U's graphics were a lot better than I expected them to be.
It
Like,
is
that
a
was-
good system.
That was
Yeah.
impressive.
a lot of people complain like, "Oh, the Wii U's graphics suck." I'm like, you just don't even
well,
know.
Yeah, well, when
You
you
just-
compare it to the PS4 and the Xbox
better.
One, yes, they aren't as good.
My argument.
But for when it was released, it being the first next-gen console to
That's
hit the
what I'm
market,
saying.
it's good.
That's what I was saying. Like, who was first? It definitely wasn't Microsoft or Sony. No, Nintendo said, "Ta-da!"
Well, just
and
think.
then
if-
Breaking
Microsoft
new
and
ground
Sony
there.
took notes. They just sat there like, "Yes, we'll get all the specs, and then
Oh
we'll
my
make
gosh.
it one up better."
well, just think if Nintendo had waited and put it on the level of this, we might have gotten a completely different console.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
but they were first, so it's just saying.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, I like it. I have nothing against the Wii U. I
No, it
actually
looks
want to buy
fine.
one.
Looks good.
Anyone want to get me one for Christmas? Because that's what I want. So,
just a hint.
All I want for Christmas
is a Wii U.
is a Wii U.
Is Wii Woo.
But yeah, speaking of Hyrule Warriors,
Okay.
Oh yes, there's a bunch of DLC on the way.
yes,
I went ahead and bought the season pass, or the equivalent to
it's called like the DLC pack, kind of. That's what they call it.
Hyrule something pack something. with
Yeah.
the- something like that.
It has some name for it, but Epona is coming as part of the DLC.
Later on, yes, Epona will be an actual weapon.
I-
So Yeah, you can run around with Epona on the field. And
Yeah,
stuff
and
like
I think
that.
it's coming out on October 16th. That's what I wrote down. That's what the news article said, and it's part of the Master Quest pack, which is it's also going to include a new scenario and an adventure map and a pair of costumes. Who those costumes are for, we don't
don't
know, but they're costumes.
But later on, also in Japan, Sia, who's the main villain, villainess. Yeah, she's definitely a villainess. You can tell. And then there's Volga, which is the dragon from Twilight Princess. He's also going to be a playable character, but he's going to be like in human form. So
Yeah, he's that.
for some reason they weren't there in the first place, but whatever.
But as part of the whole expansion pass or season pass, there's also 3 additional packs that are going to come out with DLC. One of them is the Twilight Princess pack, which I don't know who it might include, but Minda's already in the game,
Right.
as far as I'm aware.
There's Minda, Agatha. Those are the only 2 from Twilight Princess.
They might
Zant.
include
There's Zant, too.
a full form Minda. They haven't
Minda's my
said,
favorite
but
character.
if they were to include anything, it would be like the actual princess form of Minda, as
Yeah.
opposed to the teeny with the
Which-
hair hand.
Yeah,
like Minda.
which you could totally tell she's a woman too.
And the next one is the Majora's Mask one,
Ooh.
and I'm thinking there's going to be the Deku kid.
Oh, is he gonna? Oh,
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they
I
might
would have
add
actually
him.
liked to see like
Or-
the young Link.
I don't play
and he
Zelda.
can-
I'm out of the loop
can
with all this.
Well, either
You guys.
either young Link. Ooh.
Yeah, with the mask and he
fierce
changes.
fierce deity Link. Yeah, that would be great.
That sounds
Oh,
fierce.
he's 7 feet
He is-
tall with this sword that looks like DNA. It's crazy.
Sword that shoots infinite light beams.
Yeah.
That's more powerful than the Master Sword, and it destroys
It's crazy,
things.
and he has like glowing white eyes with like a half moon and like lines. It's crazy. It's crazy, and
Sounds
It's-
pretty
it's pretty
unbelievable.
crazy. Yeah.
Crazy.
Another person that I think they would add maybe is like the purple hair guy that's supposed to be the one character's fiance that gets turned into a child. This game is 10
Oh.
times.
I don't see how
Of
he
weird
would
trauma.
be.
I don't know. He might be something. That's what I was thinking because it's a character that most people are familiar with.
I don't know. Well,
You don't know, or maybe just all the different forms of Link.
Well,
You'll
see,
get,
well, they
like
gave-
Zora Link and all that kind of stuff.
yeah, that's what I. But they
Yeah.
gave
Toon
they gave
Link.
Agatha some moves, so I can see other people getting moves.
Exactly.
And stuff like that, so.
And I'd
Oh,
also.
Milan. Ooh,
Ooh, there we go.
That'd be fine.
There's a lot of different possibilities for Majora's Mask, and I swear if there's a new scenario or adventure area that involves that giant moon with the grin on its face.
I have seen that.
Yeah, it's in the game.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
showed Jake actually. It's actually in one of the
Pretty scary.
scenario maps,
Okay.
and then it's part of the power.
Yeah, that's one of the
hook
main.
shot.
That's one of their abilities, right? A mega ability where the giant thing comes down.
Yeah, when you pick up powered up items like for bombs, where you can launch like a giant bomb,
Mhm.
or you can
Do the moon. Okay.
do the
all
hook
right.
shot. You drag the moon down.
Well, I imagine it'll be something along those lines. And then there's another one called the Boss Pack, which I'm assuming is a bunch of additional bosses. Yeah, Caleb doesn't like that.
I don't. I'm already.
It's okay, I don't like boss
I
fights
have
either.
trouble with like this one-eyed spider boss. It's too fast. It moves too fast.
Yeah, but there's going to be a lot of DLC coming up for that.
Indeed, it's in the long run. Basically, that's what they said. They're doing it for the long run.
Well, I'm glad that Nintendo is actually getting into these like season passes finally with additional content and whatnot, because Mario Kart now has the ability to have additional content as well. Can you say Link on a motorcycle?
I liked
I'm
those.
saying Link on a motorcycle.
I really like that DLC from that game.
Yeah. So, of course, he
It's
does
pretty
it with
adorable.
Animal Crossing.
It does.
But yes, coming up next, I think we have some assorted entertainment and technical news,
Pretty cool. Yeah.
including Legend of Korra,
Yep.
Microsoft 10,
Oh yeah, we got some little tidbits of
Oh,
little
okay.
information
and
here.
some additional Disney news as well.
Disney.
Always
So
the best.
we have kind of our catch-all news at the end here of some stuff that has
Yes.
been announced,
And Hyrule Warriors 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna say it.
and you haven't even finished it yet.
Actually, I beat it. I haven't finished Adventure Mode yet.
Hey.
Adventure Mode.
You
is,
beat it in a weekend?
Maybe.
Don't throw around 10 out of 10s lightly.
I'm
You
not.
be careful.
I'm pretty sure about this
better
one.
mean it.
It's so fun.
All right, so what's
fun.
our song coming up?
It's a fun party game.
Jake suggested this. It's by the Aquabats, The Matters. Was it?
Antimatter by the
Antimatter.
Aquabats.
Okay. All right, so you're listening to the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio.
Hey you, with the hand-me-downs, ripped up shoes and the busted browns, no tattoos, you don't stand out. It's all about the Lincolns in your bank account. What does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter? What does it matter? High school kids, do you got enough of all the silly monkeys who think they're tough? And teen queen babies who whine and whine about the brand new car that works just fine. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. What does it matter? As I matter. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Bam, bam, bam. Hey kid, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? Look what we do got. Hey kid, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? So what? Whatever happened to my radio? It must have happened a long time ago. This jockey dudes really make the scene, but did you spend a lot of money on those cool white jeans? What does it matter? Doesn't matter. What does it matter? Underwater. What does it matter? It doesn't matter. What does it matter? Bam, bam, bam. Hey kid, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? Look what we do got. Hey kid, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? When all those people try to hold us down with what they got, I said, hey kids, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? So what? You don't got nothing. You got nothing to lose. So what? I'll tell you something. It's gonna be alright. Ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da, 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 ba-da-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-da. Hey kids, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? Look what we do got. Hey kids, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? When all those people try to hold us down with what they got, I said, hey kids, what have we got? Not a lot. So what? So what? So
And we're back on the Nerd Edification Hour on Alternation Radio. I am Rachel, and I have with me Jake.
Yes, I am Jake, and we have with us
Caleb!
Yay! Okay.
Yes. Okay, so assorted news.
Gotcha.
Sorted like chocolates.
Like assorted
peanuts
chocolates
and
nuts
cashews.
and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and the munchies.
All right. So first thing on the news is a bit of television news. Well, not really television, since I don't know if they're going to be televised. Are they starting to televise Legend of Korra again or not?
I thought it was televised.
Well, I could have sworn
Unlike-
they had taken it down off of Nick, and it's only available online and through the
It's
Nick
like
app.
Nicktoons.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nickelodeon.
There is
because
a separate channel from. There's Nicktoons and then there's Nickelodeon. And I
Nicktoons
think
is
it's
where
on
they throw the,
Nicktoons.
So
the off
Nicktoon is
projects.
all
Yeah.
right. Okay, I was a little bit confused there because I know they had took it off regular Nick.
All right.
But book 4 premieres on October 3rd, which is Friday. So if you haven't caught up already with books 1 through 3, you can right now.
I've only
on
seen one,
Nick.com. So good time to catch up if you want to binge watch it for several days. I would do that if I had the time. But I don't. So that's what that is. Legend of Korra, though, is a sequel to Avatar: The Last Airbender, for
Yes.
those of you who didn't know. So if you adored that cartoon like I did when I was
As I
young,
did.
watch this because it's awesome.
Yeah,
Nickelodeon.
Korra, yeah, Legend of Korra is pretty good. Of course, it has its bumps, but it's pretty good still.
It's just because
I
it's
like it.
different.
It's
That's all.
different. A lot different.
Yeah.
Not,
And
not,
it's
not
a
too
good way. It's a
terribly,
lot more adult. I mean, Avatar was adult in its own right,
but had its adult
but
stuff.
this is a lot more mature, I'd say.
By adult, we're not talking about. It's just
Yeah, we're not
more
talking about-
mature.
It's a
Yeah.
kids show.
more
Yeah.
mature.
But-
It's a mature kid show. How about that?
Yeah, it's
Some themes
a
like
kid
that.
show that adults will appreciate.
I don't
You
think
can
they'd
watch
put
it with your
anything.
kids.
Yeah,
adults
you can
on
watch it with your
Nick.
kids
Without
and-
turning your brain off.
Right,
completely.
or not feeling totally bored. Yeah, I agree with that. So,
But I feel as though the station hasn't treated that show well at all,
well,
with changing things around and making it difficult to.
it's just
produce.
because it had a lot of hype and it has a lot of people watching it, but it wasn't the level of what they anticipated in that it wasn't as big as Avatar was.
Money.
It is big. It's really big. It's bigger than they thought, but it's not Avatar big.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, just.
Yeah. It's all about company stuff.
It's all about companies and the views and the monies and
That's the way it always is with cartoons.
Money.
and things.
Money.
It's
That's
very
basically
difficult
the
to get
primary
anything
thing here.
done.
It's the primary thing. Okay, so let's.
So yeah, no, it's going to premiere on October 3rd. Just saying. Did we mention that? I
Yes,
don't
we
remember.
did.
Okay,
we
good.
did it at
Sorry.
night. It's going to be at
At night.
nighttime.
All right, good.
Right.
I want to say 7 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's what they
8
said.
p.m.
You'll have to double
Central.
check.
I don't
If you
know,
go on
something
the
like 6 p.m.
Nick.com
Central, something like that.
or if you go on the Nick website or the Nickelodeon app, it'll probably be the first
It'll
thing
be
that you
there.
see.
Check
Yes,
TV
indeed.
Guide.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, Jake, tell us about Disney.
Which one first? Do you want to know about Epcot or about Magic Kingdom?
Let's go with Epcot.
The magical Epcot Kingdom.
Well, the Food and Wine Festival is usually does Puerto Rico host it, or is there some kind of segment
I
to
think
it
they
about it?
I think they sponsor it in a way because they have
Okay.
a lot of food that is coming from there.
That's
I
the way
think.
Epcot is run. It's a lot of sponsorships. The World Showcase with all the different countries and things is sponsored, or at least it used to be, by those respective countries.
I think it still is, in a way.
Some
or at
of them
least,
don't
or at
do it
least,
anymore.
Or at least most of them are sponsored by their respective embassies.
Like Norway,
Right.
They don't.
No, which is
The Imagination Pavilion, Kodak doesn't
Yeah.
do that anymore.
Last time I was there, the signs were still in the Imagination Pavilion
well,
for Kodak.
I'm confused.
I don't know, but they took the talking trash can out, and I was mad.
Push?
Yeah.
Oh, he moves around
Yeah.
from Magic Kingdom to.
Yeah, but now his basis now isn't in Epcot, which is where most people went to go see him.
Oh, I remember from Tomorrowland. He's usually there.
Yeah, well, they took him out of Epcot completely with the intention of removing him from every single park, and then
Why?
some.
What'd he
I
do?
don't know.
What did he do?
Budget cuts? They wanted to do
He was
something
cheap.
new. Yeah.
He walked around and entertained guests.
I know.
Push
I know.
the talking trash can. A lovely character for those of you who don't know. Look him up.
Yeah, it's great.
Caleb,
the-
are you not? Do you
he's-
not know of this stuff?
I don't go to Disney World 6 times a year. I'm not.
Well, I
rich
don't
enough
anymore, but
anymore.
should.
I wish I could.
Anymore.
We should.
We should.
We
We
should.
really should.
We really should.
The Nerd Edification
We could
are on
do-
tour in Disney World.
Yeah, we could do a podcast from Walt Disney World.
And here we are live in front of Space Mountain with
Hey.
all our adoring fans, the masses.
Actually, no, it's just people happening to be screaming around us. What a funny
Shh,
episode
don't
that
tell
would
them
make.
that.
All right, so what's
About
the news?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
They are in the talks of getting, might be getting their own pavilion at the World Showcase.
I like this idea.
Maybe.
I like this idea. Why? Because there's actually, apparently, according to the Imagineers and what I've read, there's room for 6 additional countries on the land that is allotted for Epcot.
That might help fill the a bit
Yeah.
of the Norway void.
Especially if they have a ride, because I think Epcot needs at least 2 additional rides. Whether or not they add it to an existing country or if they add another country, that's to be determined.
Our other Walt Disney World news. Sorry, Caleb. This one's kind of short. Onboard rider photo and video now available on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train.
Which is good because there is very limited number of photo opportunities that you could take on the rides at Magic Kingdom because the rides are older.
Or Splash Mountain.
Well, Splash Mountain, yes, and Space Mountain are the big ones.
They added in the one on Space Mountain, didn't they?
Yeah.
Didn't used to have
They
it.
didn't used to have
It's
it.
at the end of the first tunnel.
Very, very, very end. And it's a complete surprise. Like most people don't even know it's there. I know where
You have
it
to
is,
look in
though.
a weird direction to see it too.
Yeah, you have to.
because you're going on a bank and you have to look up.
Yeah, you're
sort of.
going on a bank around a corner. So right as you turn the corner, it's going to be on your right. But that's for those of you.
I thought it was
wondering.
interesting how it says video too. What is
Yeah,
onboard
I guess
video?
there's going to be like a little camera that's installed on the actual minecart thing that is pointed at your face.
Oh yeah, an
And
up nose
you
shot.
can-
You see all
and you
that.
can see
If your
everyone
little-
screaming.
If your little cousin cries, you might want to save that video. Just saying.
Oh, I like that. That's hilarious. Oh, I know where I'm taking my little cousins. Just kidding.
Wow.
All right, so the biggest thing, and I figured we'd save this for last, is Microsoft can't count to 10. Well, they can.
Can't count 9.
They skip 9 along the way. So recently, and by recently I mean today.
Today. 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes. During the last song.
Yeah, like Microsoft announced Windows 10. No, it isn't a typo. They're just calling it Windows 10.
They said they don't like the number 9.
I guess they
Windows
don't like the
7?
number
Like,
9.
Windows 8.
They haven't.
Windows 10.
Did they really give any reason?
I think their reason was, well, hey, when you see it, you'll know. You'll know why we called it 10.
Okay.
It fits.
Oh my goodness. And they're calling it the most comprehensive platform. Wait for it. Ever.
Ever.
Eva?
Ever.
Eva.
So it's going to stress a single product family, platform, and store. So for those of you who have Windows 8, it's very tablet-y looking.
There's no start button.
Unless you turn it into desktop mode.
Where's the start button?
Which is really, really complicated to do, apparently. So this is basically going to take all the best things from Windows 7 and the very limited, in my opinion, from Windows 8. So when you open up your computer for Windows 10, the new version looks a lot more like the pre-Windows 8 start menu, which means it's going to look like it is on Windows 7. However, next to your list of programs, the search button, your control panel, et cetera, there's going to be like this little sidebar that has all these app tile things like on Windows 8. And the search function that's on there is going to be kind of like Windows 8 in that when you search something, it's not only going to show the programs and the files on your computer, but it's going to show related apps on the Windows App Store, as well as content from Google and stuff like that. So it's going to be very interesting. But I'm just glad that we got a traditional desktop mode back because I hated that tablet thing.
I know, right?
They've been
Yeah.
oversimplifying, so you can use tablets.
Look,
with
it's
it.
a tablet. You can, my monitor at home doesn't work like a tablet. So,
Right. But
huh.
the biggest thing is the whole apps and stuff are now going to be able to be windowed rather than do them full screen. So basically, it's going to be Windows 7 with an added Windows 8 twist.
Ta-da.
Yay! And apparently, it comes out sometime next year. Yep.
Really, already? Wow,
Yep.
that was fast.
Yep.
How long has that been in development?
Yep. So there's going to be some kind of Microsoft Windows Insider program starting tomorrow, which is going to offer a preview build for both laptops and desktop. So it's kind of like a beta build of it in any case.
All right.
Who knows? It
Well-
might turn out to be good. We'll see.
We'll see when
That'll
we
do
get
it.
there. Well, that'll do.
That'll
do here on the Edification Hour. Thank you for listening. And till next week, stay fancy. And now we have a little throwback here. It's Gobi's Valley from Banjo-Kazooie, which is
yes.
one of my favorite games ever. And just remember that Smash Hype, though. Bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.